Well then, ladies and gents, a well-earned point on the road, I think. Yeah, we'll take that. We had to work for it. We had to defend well, but we got it. That's the main. Like with Derby, I'm going to keep this one as short and sweet as I can because I want to go to bed. I'm knackered. I've had a busy 2 weeks, and I've still got 3 more days. Anyway, we defended well. Put some respect on Matt Ingram's name. He's nowhere near as bad a keeper as some weapons in our fan base are making out. Because they're making out that Ingram's a mere really piece of dust that I hoover up from the from the sort of little corners of each room compared to Baxter. But he's a really, really good keeper. He made fantastic saves on a couple of occasions tonight. The back line was solid. Fleming had another good game. McLaughlin and Greaves had another good game. Shame to see Coyle go off injured. And now if Shutter still wants to stick with the 3-5, not with the 3-5-2, with the 4-3-3, he's got no recognised right back. So he'll have to either go with Bernard there, which will effectively revert him back to the 3-5-2, or he can go for Tom Nixon out the academy. Up to him, really. Smallwood was immense again. Smallwood was brilliant. Honeyman was brilliant. He's so much more effective central than he is out wide. Slater was the same. What a signing he's been for only 50 grand. What a signing. Very much a Grant McCann signing, but it was the first one under the new ownership, and what a bargain. And then Lewis Potter and Longman were more involved tonight than they were than they have been in the previous two. We've got the ball on the floor more instead of just booting balls long, and we've worked with the wingers instead of just trying to get them the ball when we're struggling up top and they're the only options out wide. We've tried to use them a little bit more to create chances. Keane Lewis Potter did that really well, made some good runs. Longman was always on the end of crosses, waiting, just couldn't finish them off. And then Force had an effort. It was a difficult effort. It's nowhere near as easy as I thought, having watched it back, and as some people may think. He was in a tight spot. He had to bring it down. He brought it down really well, but because it's so close to going in, people will be more angry that he's not finished it because he's in the box and because it's that close. It's clear that playing the way we did tonight, he suits us more because, he was finding little pockets of space, and we got the ball to him and he got a decent shot off in a tight spot. So he's finding his feet, and I think someone said in my replies to our tweet or in the comments of the video the other day, as it goes on, Force will learn more about his teammates, and his teammates will learn more about him, how he wants the ball, and how he moves into space and stuff like that. But obviously, I think when Syed Manesh is back fit, I think he should be the one who starts up top for us. Unless he's awful as well, then just stick Tom Eaves back up there, because when he came on, was effective. He did a fantastic run right towards the end, and had our fans not, some of you lot probably, not chucked a pyro on the pitch. I know it's no pyro, no party and stuff, but if you hadn't chucked that pyro on the pitch, Eaves could have just kept running forward, and then he could have tried to put it past forward with his left foot, put it past Wes Foderingham in the Sheffield United goal with and just direct it towards the far corner, but instead he had to cut in, and that's where more bodies were. So it sort of fell apart, and his touch when he cut inside let him down a bit, but oh well. It's a well-earned point. We played really well. Sheffield United could have scored about 3 in the first half. How it ended 0-0, I have no idea. It was a more even first half, I thought, because we had a spell of chance. We had a spell of about 10-15 minutes where we were getting chances and defending well. But the rest of the game was all Sheffield United. They created everything. But defensively, we were solid again. And I think that these 2 games against Fulham and Sheffield United have proved that under Shotter we're going to be built on a decent backbone of a defence. And when you've got Greaves and McLaughlin as your starting 2 centre-backs, Alfie Jones and Deshaun Bernard are certainly not 2 bad backups to have. We think the defenders we've got coming through the academy as well, Leak, Andy Smith, Festus Arter, you know, those guys will learn from those. So, yeah, overly positive tonight. And we move on to another difficult game against QPR on Saturday. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it there. Thank you for watching. See you later. Up the Tigers. Decent result. Goodbye.